The world's top television regulator has now formally confirmed Hollywood's greatest dread. And that golden industry shield is being turned into a real sledgehammer by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. The Academy formally declared yesterday that 50 Cent's record-shattering, incendiary Netflix documentary Sean Combs had shattered the entertainment industry's institutional foundation. 3 record primetime Emmy nominations had been obtained by the music reckoning. However, the Hollywood elite clearly misjudged the violent and unrelenting character of the Gunnet General if they believed 50 Cent would burst costly champagne, put on a fitted tuxedo, and discreetly follow the industry's polite conventions. 50 Cent quickly stormed the internet trenches to make a bone-chilling, calculated warning that has sent elite celebrity circles into a state of utter blind fear, rather than doing the customary modest victory lap. 50 Cent gazed directly into the camera of public opinion while holding the ultimate cultural prize in the international spotlight of award hoopla, making it clear that the utter horror has only just begun. The message was horrifyingly obvious. Officially, Season 2 is underway. The editing bay has reopened. The enormous A-list celebrities who believed they had effectively concealed themselves behind expensive corporate shields and non-disclosure agreements during Season 1 are the ultimate targets this time. Music, the extremely exclusive red-stamped celebrity hit list for the next episodes has just been released by an unnamed high-level source buried deep within the production facility. This is not your typical press release for television. Hollywood's residual elite secrets are being quickly and methodically liquidated. The hidden audio logs, the frantic panic text chains that are currently paralyzing A-list celebrity group chats, and the precise names of the industry heavyweights who are currently pleading with 50 Cent to keep their dark past off the next global streaming timeline. Stay tuned for the next few minutes. You can't afford to blink for even 1 second of music. You have to take a close look at the methodical, astute manner 50 Cent has entirely altered the structure of celebrity conflict in order to really appreciate the extent of the unadulterated fear coursing through the entertainment business at the moment. For many years, the hip-hop community knew that 50 Cent's main tools were the street fight, the raw mixtape, or the calculated social media troll campaign. However, Curtis Jackson made a huge, multi-million-dollar structural shift as we advanced into the current streaming era, moving his renowned psychological warfare away from conventional rap, music, feuds, and straight into the center of international premium television networks. The Reckoning, starring Sean Combs, was more than simply a highly anticipated documentary miniseries when it first debuted on Netflix in December 2025. While major media outlets, historical networks, and conventional journalists were cautiously avoiding legal responsibility, red-stamped corporate blockades, and heavy public relations shielding, it functioned as a full-scale cultural execution. Music. 50 Cent totally circumvented the business gatekeepers by using his corporate power with Netflix. He documented more than just the stunning, historic legal implosion of the Bad Boy Records organization. He methodically outlined the precise financial, creative, and organizational framework that enabled decades of purported systemic wrongdoing to flourish in front of our eyes. The first 4-part series was a cultural bombshell. It included unvarnished, heartbreaking first-hand accounts from prominent victims, former security guards, and executives in the inner circle who had remained silent over the past 20 years because of severe business coercion. The documentary uncovered long-forgotten private flight logs, concealed financial asset records, and extremely private company letters that explicitly linked well-known lifestyle companies to the drug-fueled, dark sex events known as freak-offs. An astronomical 21 was produced by The Spectacle. 50 Cent's business acumen immediately established itself as Netflix's most viewed show during its first week with 8 million views in only its first 6 days, demonstrating to the world that it was functioning in a completely different realm than any of its modern competitors. However, music, in spite of the worldwide shockwaves that Season 1 released, a very particular and strong segment of the Hollywood elite genuinely thought they had carried out the ideal escape strategy. They were the legendary multi-platinum artists, the massive shadow players, the legendary legacy producers, and the high-ranking network executives whose names were frequently mentioned in underground forums and comment sections, but whose identities were either completely removed from the final video cut or carefully redacted because their respective management teams threatened to sue them. During the first half of 2026, these well-known people sat in silence inside their multi-million-dollar secret homes, listening to music and exhaling collectively, believing that the storm had passed them by for good. They utterly miscalculated Curtis Jackson's cold, calculating discipline. 50 Cent held on to the throat the entire time. He was only waiting for the ideal opportunity to have the most market leverage while playing the long game. Music, and that leverage came in the purest form imaginable. Outstanding documentary or nonfiction series are among the 3 major primetime Emmy nominees. Music, 50 Cent was neither gentle nor obedient as a result of the Academy's approbation. He was granted complete industry immunity as a result. The entertainment industry essentially gave 50 Cent a nuclear marketing tool by publicly acknowledging the work as elite, world-class television art. Music, he knew right away that this enormous wave of award buzz was the ideal tactical shield to begin his second, even more violent corporate cleanse. These days, the internet is looking at more than just a typical TV season announcement. They are witnessing the surviving, untouchable heavyweights of the music industry being methodically taken down. The big A-listers who have spent the last 6 months attempting to erase their history are now discovering that 50 Cent is in possession of the last master copy of their devastation, as the pressure cooker has officially reached white hot. At precisely 4:12 p.m. The big war exploded throughout the digital world. The music immediately stopped social media traffic yesterday afternoon. It all began on Instagram when 50 Cent shared a high-contrast screenshot of the official 2026 primetime Emmy nomination graphic with his name flashing and knit movies and TV shows integrated into his 30 million fan cell displays. The caption's first few lines appeared to be a typical, extremely self-assured celebrity brag about his unrivaled supremacy in the premium content market. However, the joyous tone immediately vanished when users went down to the third paragraph, turning into something really poisonous and hostile. The public would not comprehend the extremely specialized music, underground industry nicknames that 50 Cent used to publicly address 3 well-known, unidentified Hollywood power people, but the inner circle of the business instantly recognized them with absolute dread. 3 Emmy nominations for Sean Combs' The Reckoning, he music wrote. The work cannot be disputed. When I announced it, everyone had something to say. The Emmys now have something to say as well. Big lads, don't pop the cork just yet. I notice you desperately attempting to purchase your previous flight logs from the FBO terminals. Music, The Gun Vault contains Season 2. Your non-disclosure agreements have been permanently cleared by the network legal team, and the green light is operational. I'll see you on the timeline. #PowerBook receipts, music. Before conventional Hollywood trade sites could even write a reaction headline, the article went viral in a matter of minutes, garnering an astonishing 3 million views. The top industry spaces immediately reacted with frozen terror. This was no longer just your typical online trolling. It was a loud public announcement that the costly corporate legal barriers shielding the industry's deepest secrets had officially collapsed behind closed doors. However, the first really disastrous turn of events occurred throughout this entire award ceremony. A turn of events that turned a televised statement into a major business crisis. A highly secretive underground legal blog based in Delaware was able to obtain a leaked internal email thread from the Compliance and Risk Management Department of the streaming network handling the international distribution less than an hour after 50 Cent's post ignited the internet. A highly encrypted PDF document labeled Production Timeline Phase 2 Target Review and NDA Invalidation Status was included in the email thread dated Music, barely 48 hours before the formal Emmy announcement. Users discovered a very particular, unsettling feature hidden in the text when the leaked screenshots of the email started furiously spreading around underground hip-hop Telegram networks and private Discord channels. The forthcoming Season 2 production will include more than simply talking head witness interviews or old archival material as one of its main focal areas. The The 50 Cent's production team is said to have obtained the exclusive authenticated rights to Music, a number of highly confidential, multi-million-dollar insurance settlement files from a well-known European. Highly confidential, multi-million-dollar insurance settlement files from a well-known European luxury hotel company, according to the leaked corporate legal letters. A number of large-scale, extremely damaging late-night private gatherings from the early 2010s are purportedly documented in these particular files. Massive seven-figure payment settlements were used to systematically remove incidents from public police records. The luxury residence's structural and physical faults are not the only things included in the documentation. It includes the confirmed passport-stamped names of prominent lifestyle brand executives, music company CEOs, and iconic musicians who co-signed the covert settlement payments meant to keep the victims silent forever. In an instant, the story had grown from a documentary about the legal collapse of a disgraced entrepreneur to a full-fledged corporate espionage thriller. 50 Cent wasn't only making a follow-up television show. At the same time, he was aggressively holding the legal and financial receipts necessary to progressively ruin several prominent entertainment organizations. Pure neon red replaced the black and white screen. Rap blog comment sections were not the only places where the Music, absolute repercussions from the production memo leak occurred. Music, the world's digital environment, had entirely changed into a high-intensity battleground by midnight. Music, as fans anxiously tried to decipher the cryptic aliases 50 Cent gave in his initial social media warning. The trending terms #Season 2 is coming, #check the logs, and #Hoysboy absolutely took over the worldwide search algorithms, generating an astounding 10 million searches. Music then followed the second, totally unanticipated turn of events that made this TV statement a huge record company corporate emergency. 3 distinct, extremely secretive shell corporations registered out of Delaware abruptly moved over $15 million in digital assets in the 4 hours immediately following the 50 Cent's post, according to a rapid series of verified blockchain transaction tracking reports released by a reputable, verified digital forensic analyst account on X. The location of the enormous funds, a top-tier private digital security company with headquarters in Switzerland that specializes in the permanent forensic erasure of private communications and cloud-based server backups. The connotation was obvious, horrifying, and indisputable. Before the 50 Cent's production team could formally hit them with a federal subpoena for Season 2, someone with strong corporate support and limitless financial resources was desperately attempting to forever erase their previous digital fingerprints. A well-known hip-hop media outlet claimed to have gotten an anonymous tip from an inner circle source near the Gunnet General's media camp within minutes of this blockchain reveal. The insider revealed a startling revelation. Months earlier, the 50 Cent's crew had previously predicted this precise digital cover-up. The frenzied $15 million cloud deletion attempt was utterly pointless since, according to reports, they had cloned the target servers and safeguarded the physical hard drives during the first court discovery phase of Season 1, Music. The information was previously securely stored in a physical vault by 50 Cent immediately. The response from the highest elite circles in the sector erupted into public discourse. Speaking to a major entertainment publication under stringent conditions of complete secrecy, a well-known A-list talent agency executive vehemently condemned 50 Cent's aggressive methods, calling them a hazardous and unprecedented exploitation of the streaming platform model. Both journalism and documentary filmmaking are not what Curtis Jackson is doing at the moment. Music, wrapped in a high-end entertainment format, it is a methodical and extremely profitable weaponization of the judicial system. He is publicly intimidating people who have never been accused of a crime by the legal system by exploiting the historic protection of an Emmy nomination. Before he irreparably damages the financial foundation of the whole entertainment industry, the streaming networks must intervene and turn off the electricity. The CEO said, "Pure music, unadulterated panic dripping from their words." However, the digital momentum proved inexorable. A series of extremely blurry, anxious text conversations purportedly received between a renowned West Coast producer and a senior streaming network VP were published by an underground celebrity news station early this morning. The text exchanges, which were full of frenzied punctuation and terrified business jargon, revealed the actual degree of utter despair that pervaded the A-list world. He has the 2012 European hotel files. He has the confirmed co-signer identities. I'm not sure how his team got over the non-disclosure barriers. The distribution deal for Season 2 must be pulled right now, and a board meeting must be called. Our entire heritage brand gets eliminated from the market if that video makes it onto the worldwide network. Officially, the story had gotten out of hand. The most violent credibility crisis Hollywood has witnessed in more than 10 years had been effectively sparked by the Emmy celebration. The worldwide audience was no longer only anticipating a typical debut date. They were seeing a real-time digital manhunt in which the hunter had complete control over dissemination. The enormous weight of this developing drama has entirely brutally shattered both the worldwide hip-hop community and the larger entertainment industry. With over 12 million people actively participating in heated discussions on the morality of 50 Cent, social media timelines have turned into an outright digital battleground. Aggressive streaming campaign. On the one hand, the Gunnet General is being hailed as the ultimate cultural executioner by a sizable and fervent fan base. They saw his 3 primetime Emmy nominations as a historic, long-awaited triumph for complete music, truth, and transparency in a field that has spent the previous 30 years concealing its greatest transgressions behind costly corporate attorneys and unbreakable non-disclosure agreements. For decades, corporate journalists and mainstream media outlets were too scared to do what 50 Cent is doing. He accepted their esteemed prize affirmation. He is coming to fully drain the music swamp after using it to permanently clean his lawful pathways. Give this man a Lifetime Achievement Award today. In less than 3 hours, a popular post on XR received over 80,000 reposts. On the other hand, an intensely planned counterattack against the initiative is being launched by an increasingly loud collection of industry traditionalists, heritage artist managers, and celebrity fan groups. They contend that in order to increase streaming metrics, subscriber numbers, and worldwide cloud, 50 Cent is purposefully stepping over a risky moral and professional boundary by acting as a public judge, juror, and executioner through his extensive media network and streaming connections. Heavyweights in the business are frightened to say the wrong thing on camera and are locked in a terrible silent crossfire. Music. In an effort to predict the precise fatalities, music of the next season, prominent podcast hosts and media pundits are devoting hours to analyzing every word of the production documents that were released. In front of more than 300,000 simultaneous spectators, DJ Academics performed live music that broke down the enormous financial scope of the impending industrial disaster. The level of corporate math that is currently taking place behind the scenes is beyond your comprehension. The internet was rocked by Season 1. The goal of Season 2 is to completely eradicate multi-billion-dollar legacy businesses. We're talking about enormous international sponsorships vanishing in a day if 50 Cent reveals the European hotel insurance settlement files with the co-signer identities fully unredacted. The big record labels are in a panic. The management groups are in a frenzy. Academics angrily slammed his palms down on his streaming desk and said, "No one is safe in 2026. Cultural critics are aggressively, brutally re-examining even the unwritten norms of the rap scene. The dynamic of hip-hop conflict has been successfully, musically, turned by 50 Cent, according to commentary outlets. He can vanquish his historical adversaries without going into a recording studio to make a disc track. He merely enters into a multi-million-dollar distribution agreement with a multinational streaming behemoth such as Netflix, leaving the physical harm to be done by the federal court discovery process. When the old guard realizes that the culture's norms of interaction have irreversibly altered, it shakes its head in shock. Music at precisely 9:30 a.m. The legal analysts, business attorneys, and Wall Street observers are all stopped in shock when the entire story abruptly changed this morning into a third, entirely unprecedented route. An very private internal note was leaked to a well-known worldwide business news network by a senior corporate employee in the streaming network's international financial compliance section. The production budget for Sean Combs was disclosed in the document, bearing the highest level of corporate protection. An independent third-party investing organization has just discreetly doubled The Reckoning Season 2, the name of the business that is supplying the enormous financial support in the millions of dollars. Two of the most influential former legal rivals of the bad boy empire from the late 1990s are on the main board of directors of a recently established international asset.